Hey guys, it's Jada and I was thinking what should I do a video about, and I did just get a job at Chipotle, so I was like, why don't I do a how to know you got the job, how to get a job at Chipotle video. So when I tell you guys these experiences, the first one, okay, so I had I had three experiences. One where I applied to three Chipotles, sorry. One where I did not even get a call back or nothing. One where I went to an interview and didn't get the job, and one where I got the job. So hopefully that will help you guys. Okay, so let's start off with how you know how to get the job, right? So when you get called to go on an interview, study. Like when I tell you study, because it depends. Because the first one didn't get the job. They asked me like, who's the founder? What's the background of Chipotle? And I'm like, the background. What is their stance? Their stance used to be food is integrity, but now it's the three things is high standards. Sorry, my mom and sister just came home. It's high standards, empowerment, and top performer. So you have to act like you know them and like try to say, like when they say why Chipotle, because they're gonna ask that every interview. If you tell me somebody did not ask that, then I don't know what interview you went to, because it wasn't Chipotle. Because every time I got asked that. What else? Smile. They want to see you're happy. It's like the 13 characteristics. I'll put a clip in where you have to have those. I mean, they look for those 13 characteristics, so make sure you have majority of those 13 characteristics. Now let me tell you, let's say you don't even get an interview yet and you just applied. I would say 3 days. So if you apply Wednesday, I keep looking up, if you apply Wednesday, call back. Honestly, like I would call on a Monday. Mondays are always good days to call, like always. Like if you applied on Tuesday but you don't want to wait all the way till next Monday, I will call like Wednesday, like give them a day to process it, but don't wait too long, like 2 weeks after, and be like, oh, I should call. No, you should have been called. What are you talking about? Sorry. So be like, hi, I was checking on the status of my application. My name is da 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 da. See what they says. If they give you some bull crap, like I'm gonna call you back in 2 weeks, then you basically, or are they, what they told me, the one that I didn't get it, I kept calling. They were like, oh, you should get a phone call next week. You will never get that phone call, honestly. I mean, it honestly depends on the Chipotle. If you do get the phone call, then like that is so great, because if they wanted you, they would have called you. So now I'm going to talk about the process of when you go get the job. So the first interview, I spoke with a general manager. My friend, she told me that's not how it normally goes. You speak with, like, just like the managers. And it's supposed to be in a group, but like I went on National Careers Day, which is a thing that Chipotle has every year where you have open interviews. And I went to that, and me and my sister went, and ironically, me and my sister both got the job. And they told us to come in the same days. I know that's probably your next question. Yeah, they basically see us as one, except it's two people helping. I mean, we just started, so I don't know if they're going to give us different schedules. They haven't given our schedules yet. We're about to start training next week, so that should be fun. Anywho, so you go to the first interview. If they don't tell you on the first interview, come back this day or I will call you, you didn't get it. Because if they say you're gonna get an email, you didn't get the job. I'm letting you know right now. Don't get your hopes up. Don't say no, you didn't get the job. Try again, find a different job. Not to be mean, not to be brutally honest, but like I've been through it, and I don't want you guys waiting like a week or 2 weeks saying like I got the job. And then like on my first interview, I did so good, and he was like, I'll give you an email, and I'm like, okay. 3 days passed by. I'm like, I didn't get an email. He's like, don't worry about it. You're gonna get an email, and everything's fine. And then the email said I didn't get the job. So don't, if they say you get an email, you didn't get the job. They should say, come back on this day, I want to talk to you. Or they should say something, like I'll call you to confirm when our next appointment, something that will give you a hint that you come in for your second interview. Then after the second interview, basically, if you go to the second interview, you basically got the job. I honestly don't know. Like, you just really have to F up on the second interview to not get the job. After the second interview, you got the job. Then after the second interview, they're going to tell you, you're supposed to have a third interview where you meet the co-workers, but my job, they didn't tell us that. So after that, he was like, let's start orientation. Orientation, I'm going to tell you right now, hurts my head. It was the worst experience of my life. They better be lucky they pay $9 an hour, or I would have never been there. And they do pay you for orientation, which is a plus. So what they're supposed to do is supposed to watch like a 2-hour video. My video was 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then he wanted us to watch another video, which was another hour, and you're just sitting there watching videos. And then they give you a journal that you have to fill out and take notes from the video. So it's not like you just sit there and be like, you can't go on your phone, nothing. Yes, but it's $9 an hour. And I'm gonna say that a lot because these McDonald's $7, $8 an hour is not cutting it for my needs. Like, and this is my first job, you guys. I know I'm gonna do an introduction video where y'all can know all about me, but I just turned 16, so this is my first job. And I'm already making more money than half these hoes. Okay, next thing. After the orientation, you're supposed to taste test food also, but we didn't get to taste test food, so they just let us get whatever we wanted off the menu for free, which was great. And I added guacamole, chips. Like, if I'm getting a free meal, I'm gonna go all out. I'm sorry. And I got the large drink. What is small? What is small? Okay. Then after the orientation, basically, you're gonna come in for training. When you come in for training, you're gonna get your uniform. What the uniform is, you get a hat, a shirt, and you have to wear these non-slip shoes, because if you slip, they gonna sue your ass. Okay. So after the training, you're gonna train for 3 days straight, back to back. So if they say come in Friday, you will be trained Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Say come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's just how you will train. And then after that, you just start working. You got the job. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. So honestly, when they ask if you're sitting here watching this video because you're nervous and you don't know what to say during the interview or anything, honestly, be you, smile. If you don't smile, you don't got the job. I mean, show your teeth. Like, I don't care if you got brown turd for teeth. Like, yo, if you don't smile, make sure you brush them though, because they're nasty. Like, who wants somebody with nasty hygiene? But yo, if you okay, let me not say that. Yeah, let me not say that. Okay. So if you're nervous, basically study on the background. It really shows, and like, even if you don't study and they ask you why Chipotle, make it sound like something, like just bull. Like, this dude, he almost didn't get the job because they were like, why Chipotle? And he was like, I love the food. I tasted it back in Texas and I love the food. It's just like, okay, obviously none of us would be here if we just had a total disgust for the food. Like, come on now, you got to give us more. So, but he got the job because they needed people, honestly, if you ask me. Okay, so that's it on the video. This is the how to know if you got the job and how to get a job at Chipotle. Please subscribe to my channel, please.